Sky Mobile sponsors the transfer window on Sky Sports News.
Significant breaking news as well as far as Manchester City and Wolves are concerned. We knew that Manchester City were looking to strengthen in midfield and they were interested in the West Ham man Lucas Paquetá. They've walked away from that deal at the moment and now turned their attentions to Matheus Nunes at Wolves. That was something we were speaking about on Sky Sports News yesterday, and there's been a development, and it's significant as well because Wolves have rejected an opening bid from Manchester City worth £47 million for Matheus Nunes. Discussions remain ongoing and City are considering whether to follow up their interest with a second offer. However, City have also shown in the past, Hayley, that they are prepared to walk away from targets if they do not meet their valuation. So this is definitely going to be one to monitor. But just to recap that breaking news there, Wolves have rejected an opening bid from Manchester City for Matheus Nunes for £47 million.
Oh, so let's get Sam and Henry in on this. Where do you think this is going to leave Wolves then? How do you think this one's going to play out?
I think it's going to be tough for them because they're already in a transitional period. You know, they've got a new manager at the start of the season. They looked really good against Manchester United, and Nunes was one of those players that, you know, he seemed to be a player that had almost has got to grips with the Premier League. You know, when he originally came, he's been linked with Liverpool, and everyone was actually surprised that he went to Wolves. And I think the Manchester City news probably took him by surprise because I don't think he might have performed to the standard that he expected from himself. But you don't necessarily want a player that doesn't want to be there in your side. And when Manchester City do come knocking, and the fact that it's so close to the transfer deadline, it might be worth, you know, letting him go and then making sure that you've got enough time to get in a replacement rather than letting it drag out and then it just becomes another ordeal.
Yeah. I wouldn't let him go personally. I think it's already that the season is up and running. I know he's obviously agreed terms with Manchester City, as they're saying, but I mean, of course he would be looking to make that move. At the end of the day, he's only been there one season. He's got on a long-term contract, and Wolves can ask for a lot of money. We've seen that Manchester City are prepared to spend a lot on a potential midfielder in this position with Paquetá, etc. So yeah, I think that Wolves could really kind of drag out as much from City as they possibly could in this period.
With the Paquetá situation, though, it kind of changes everything with regards to this, doesn't it, as well, and kind of upping the price because not that they're desperate, but it does change the negotiations.
Yeah, because it makes it clear that City do need him. I've been speaking in the last few days saying that I think with their squad depth that they will be okay if they're not able to get in another midfielder, but at the same time, the fact that they've gone in and they've already put in a bid for the player, you can tell that they want the player in there. But their bench against Newcastle was quite light in terms of Premier League experience, so they're probably looking at all the competitions that they're going to be in and saying, yeah, we need to get someone in, and this looks like a profile that suits our system. But yeah, for Wolves, they don't have to sell him unless they get the right price.
They've lost so many players already this summer. I think it would be very bizarre to lose another big name within that squad whilst the season's up and running, and they've had a difficult start already, as we saw.
Yeah. How exciting is this window, knowing that actually big deals could still potentially be done, thinking, oh, it's going to be a lot of the business wrapped up before the start of the Premier League season. As you mentioned there, it can upset things, can't it, when a huge player goes towards the very, very end and you're left scrambling?
Yeah, I think I said that a few teams were settled before the Premier League started, but we've seen injuries, we've seen a few results. Manchester United, I thought they had a great window, and then you saw the way their midfield works, and then now you're thinking maybe they do need another midfielder. Seeing Chelsea, maybe they do need another creative player. There's so many teams that need people, so it's like it's just gonna keep on going. Fulham are losing Mitrovic.
Don't get into it, but yeah, no. Normally it used to be quiet until this period now, but it's just been relentless, the whole window. It's just been action, which is great for us.